Welcome to the Virtual College Fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Counselors and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. The presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from Indiana University. Take it away.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Jill Shimmick. I'm Senior Assistant Director of Admissions for Indiana University, and I'm so happy to be able to tell you more about the wonderful place that is Indiana University this afternoon. Established in 1820, IU has built a strong tradition of excellence and innovation, both in and outside of the classroom. From nationally recognized academic programs to Division I varsity athletics, all on one of the most beautiful campuses in the country, IU will be sure to offer you rich experiences. Our 33,000 undergraduate students hail from all 50 states and over 140 countries. 40% of our student body comes from outside the state of Indiana. IU celebrates not only the geographic diversity of our students, but its ethnic, religious, political, and socioeconomic diversity that makes our learning community rich. About 25% of our student body are domestic students of color. The heart of an IU education is the ability for students to customize their educational experiences. Our 12 schools offer more than 200 majors to choose from, meaning there's literally something for everyone. Students will be able to work with academic advisors and faculty to create an academic program that is uniquely customized to their interests and goals. Whether it's pursuing a double major, multiple minors, or even creating your own major through our individualized major program, our students are working towards careers that are not yet imagined. IU's student support services help our students succeed during their time at Indiana and beyond. Through individualized academic advising sessions, academic support centers throughout our campus, and our Wells Library Learning Commons, students have access to tools to help them become the best student they can be. IU's career services help students begin their careers before they leave our campus by starting early and finishing strong. Our Career Development Center helps students who are still exploring their options understand their skills and interests and helps them navigate IU majors that will help them work in the fields of their choice. Once a student has declared a major, they'll take classes with one of our 12 school-specific career centers and have access to resume workshops, internship and career fairs, and the hundreds of employers that come to campus to hire IU students every year. Over 30% of IU students will study abroad at least once before they graduate. IU offers over 300 study abroad programs in more than 50 countries and 18 languages, including English. More and more, we see our students combining their overseas study experience with an internship or hands-on research experience. You can study abroad with programs that are as short as 2 weeks or as long as an entire academic year with us. At IU, what you learn outside of the classroom will be as important and as valuable as what you learn in your classes. With over 750 student organizations, 55 club and intramural sports, and a thriving arts and culture community that boasts over 1,800 performances on campus every year. From watching an opera staged by the world-class Jacobs School of Music at IU to touring the Eskenazi Museum of Art, you'll find that the cultural resources at IU and in Bloomington rival that of a much larger city. Hoosier spirit is alive and well on the IU campus. Of our 24 varsity sports, the only two our students pay to go see are football and men's basketball. Roughly half of our undergraduate students will purchase season tickets to these two sports. Assembly Hall, home to men's and women's basketball at IU, boasts the largest student section in NCAA basketball and is known as the hardest place to be a visiting team. Hoosier hospitality is exhibited throughout the state of Indiana and throughout Bloomington and can be seen on our campus through our Culture of Care. Culture of Care is a campus-wide, student-led, and staff-supported initiative that's focused on creating a campus culture in which members of the IU Bloomington community demonstrate care for one another. Through bystander intervention, the Culture of Care initiative empowers our students to support their peers. The Culture of Care promotes helping one another, behavioral change, and raising awareness in 4 core areas: sexual well-being, mental health, alcohol and drug awareness, and respect. I strongly encourage prospective applicants to apply to IU by our non-binding early action deadline of November 1st. Applying early action offers students the highest admission and scholarship consideration, and you'll also hear back from us early, letting you enjoy more of your senior year. The middle 50% of students who are admitted to IU for fall 2020 had high school GPAs between a 3.61 and 4.0, although we give priority consideration to students who have a B average or better. ACT and SAT scores for this past year, SAT scores were between 1160 and 1370 amongst our middle 50% of admitted students, and ACT scores were between 25 and 32. Students can submit a complete application to IU through our internal application called Apply IU or through the Common App or Coalition application. We don't have a preference. In addition to the application, we'll also need your application fee and IU-specific essay, as well as an official high school transcript. We are test optional, and so if you would like to submit scores, you can self-report those at the time that you apply as well. If you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me directly. My email address is popping up shortly. It's jshimmick@indiana.edu. I am the director who oversees all of Virginia, so I am your point of contact within the Office of Admissions at IU. Thank you so much and have a great afternoon.
Thank you. Just a reminder to send in any Q&A questions, and now we will be hearing from Temple University, Japan campus.
Yes, thank you. Hello from Tokyo and Temple University Japan campus, called TUJ for short. My name is Ha, admissions counselor from TUJ. TUJ is the international branch campus of Temple University main campus in Philadelphia. It is one of the largest public research universities in the US. Temple also has another campus in Rome, Italy, and because we're the same university, it's very easy for students to transfer among 3 campuses. For example, students can start at the Japan campus, spend 1 or 2 semesters in Rome campus or the main campus in Philly, or students can transfer back to the main campus to finish the degree. But most of our students spend all 4 years in Japan with us. We offer 10 majors in liberal arts field that students can spend all 4 years in and earn a degree in Tokyo. Please look at the screen for the list of majors we offer. The most popular majors are international business studies, communication studies, art, international affairs, just to name a few. We also offer the 2+2 computer science program. You spend the first 2 years in Tokyo and the last 2 years in Philly. All classes at TJ are in English, so you don't need to know any Japanese to apply. We located in an area called Sankenchaya. This is just 5 minutes away from Shibuya Station. For those who don't know, Shibuya is like Times Square, New York. It's the most popular district for young people in Tokyo, the most visited spot for tourists when in Japan. So we are a truly urban campus. So if you want to study at an urban campus, TJ is the place to be. So in this short presentation, I just want to give you three reasons why you should choose TJ. Because we are American, we're affordable with achievable aspects. We're located in Tokyo, but the degree and credits you'll be earning will be Temple degree and Temple credits. Exactly the same degree that student in the main campus in Philadelphia earn, but the only difference is that you do it in Tokyo, Japan. And if you're doing AP, IB, A-level, or college credits, those credits are transferable to TJ, which helps you to save time, money, and efforts. In terms of student population, we have a very diverse and international student body. 40% of our students are from the US, 40% from Japan, and the rest are from 60 other countries. The same thing applies to the faculty members. We have faculty members from all over the world having international experiences in their fields. We also have professors from the main campus in Philadelphia coming to TUJ to teach on a frequent basis. So you're going to have a chance to study in a truly integrated and diverse learning environment. One of the reasons why students choose TUJ is because of its affordability. This chart here shows TUJ's tuition fee compared to a public and private university in the US. As you see, it's about 40 to 50% lower. It's about $15,000 per year. So with lower tuition fee, but you will still be able to earn an American degree. So the question is, why not? It's even cheaper for you to go out of the country to study abroad than going out of the States. And you can also use FAFSA, GI Bill, or private loans. We also offer merit-based scholarships, which are very easy to apply. And we're located in Tokyo. And as you know, Tokyo is the biggest city in Japan. It's the most developed city in Asia. So there are many opportunities of part-time jobs, internship, and full-time jobs. Talking about jobs, we have the Career Development Office to help students to do job hunting, to prepare for job hunting, prepare for interviews, how to write resume, and everything. And internship is a distinctive feature for TUJ education. This is Amani. She's a political science major, and she took part in the internship program at the US Embassy in Tokyo. She said that the experience was very helpful in advancing her career prospects. We have a lot of internship programs with many big companies in Japan, like Amazon Japan, the Japan Times, US Embassy in Tokyo, Embassy of Afghanistan, for example. A lot of big companies and organizations. And I know that the Tokyo Olympic has been postponed until next year, but we hosted on-campus job fairs. We invited big companies to the campus to recruit our TUJ students for other part-time internship or volunteering positions. Yes, this is just one of the events that we organize for our students in terms of career development. And as a result, our employment rate is 97%. Many international students choose to stay in Japan after graduation because having an international having working experience overseas will be very helpful for your career. This is Jasmine. She's an American student. She graduated 2 years ago with an art degree, and now she's working for the Japan Times. The Japan Times is like New York Times, the Washington Post in the US. It's the biggest English-speaking newspaper in Japan. Yes, her art works for the newspaper. And if you would like to go back to your home country, there are a lot of opportunities as well. This is James. He's now working as a project manager at Bandai Namco US. Bandai Namco is like is a very famous game and entertainment developers. They develop games like Pac-Man and the Dragon Balls. I know you know, I'm sure you know more than me. Yes, so if you would like to go back to your home country, there are opportunities to work with the experience that you have earned in the Japan campus. And that's all about TJ, and this is our contact details. I also have a QR code here for you to scan. It will lead you to our website. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. And don't forget to follow us on our social media. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Ohio University, and don't forget to send in any Q&A questions.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Julie Money. I'm the Regional Recruitment Manager for the Mid-Atlantic for Ohio University. So I just want to start off by saying Ohio University is a very, very special place. We're located in Athens, Ohio, which is in the southeast portion of the state, as you can see on my map there. We were established in 1804, and we were actually designed to be the home of Ohio University. So everything about our campus is very intentional. And one of my favorite parts is the small town vibe. So the background that is right behind me, if you were to walk out right from there, you would walk in to Court Street. And Court Street is kind of the main drag of the town. And as you can see, there's a Jimmy John's, there's Chipotle, a Starbucks, a CVS, but there's also a ton of mom and pop shops, locally owned businesses, restaurants. So it really, really is just the epitome of a small college town. Yet we have just about 17,000 undergrads. 17,000 undergrads might sound like a lot, but we have 250 undergraduate majors. And those majors range from, well, within our College of Engineering, Education, we have an honors tutorial college, College of Fine Arts, Communication, Arts and Sciences, Business, and if you choose to apply undecided, as many of our students do, you can come into our university college. So plenty of opportunities for you to take different classes, experience different things, maybe add on a major or a minor. With 250 majors, the world is your oyster. We also have an average class size of 32 students. So Ohio University is definitely not one of those places where the professors wouldn't know your name, you would be lost in a sea of people. Again, with 250 majors, that definitely makes our classroom size a lot smaller. And then having our 17-to-1 faculty to student ratio basically just makes sure that you have a relationship with your professors, they know your name, you feel comfortable engaging in classes, and they have time for office hours, they have time to do research with you. And yes, we do have research. We are a mid-level research facility. And if that's something you're interested in, we do have research in almost every single undergraduate major. And something I do like to point out, as you can see on the screen, just about 90% of our courses are taught by faculty and university administrators. But college is a lot more than academics. We have over 600 clubs and organizations. I mean, it is so easy to get involved. You can sneeze and accidentally end up in 3 clubs. In addition to those clubs, we have 16 Division I sports, and of course, club sports and intramural. We have free access to every single one of our home games for our students. You just show your student ID, but we definitely don't discriminate. We have free opportunities to go to concerts, student-led productions, if you're interested in theater, gallery openings, speakers, hundreds of events per semester that are free for our students. And then I do like to point out that 93% of our students are pursuing further education or employed within a year of graduation. And what that means is basically our students are becoming successful in their chosen area, whether that is graduate school, medical school, or landing a job. They're successful, and I think that really, I mean, that's on the quality of our students, as well as the preparation they gain from our career and leadership office. Fun fact, you do have access to that center from your first day on campus all the way, well, actually through the rest of your life. We have a saying here at Ohio, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat. So you have access to that center and all it has to offer for the rest of your life. Our application process is fairly simple. So we are on the common application. We have a $50 application fee. We will need your high school transcript sent directly from your high school or counselor. If you are interested in either of our honors programs, Honors Tutorial College or Ohio Honors Program, we will need a supplemental essay. And then our optional items are essay, resume, letters of recommendation, and test score. All 250 majors are officially test optional. I do encourage you though, if you have that essay and resume, letters of recommendation, to go ahead and send them to me. We do review our application holistically. So anything you send me, I'm definitely gonna read it. Our application timeline, pretty straightforward. November 15th is our early action deadline. That's just apply early and you know early. I encourage all of my students to apply early action because that is tied to all of our scholarships. There is no separate application. All you have to do is apply by November 15th and you have access to almost every single scholarship. we have. And then just to remain transparent about our tuition and fees, just about $33,000 for our out-of-state students, and that's actually frozen for all 4 years. And if you have any questions, I can be reached at moni@ohio.edu. Thank you very much and have a great rest of your afternoon.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from the University of Oregon. I'm not able to hear you. Can you check that your microphone is? No, I still can't hear it. Would you be able to just unplug your headphones maybe and try using just the computer sound? I still can't hear you. Why don't we move on to St. Mary's College of Maryland and we'll come back to you. Okay. So next we'll be hearing from St. Mary's College of Maryland and then we'll check in with University of Oregon.
Awesome. So hopefully everyone is able to see the screen. My name is Jordan Cartwright. I am the Associate Director of Admission at St. Mary's College of Maryland. I am also a graduate of this institution. I'm going to talk about some of the things that make St. Mary's unique and distinct and a great option for students who are considering a school that has the characteristics that we do. So if you've never been to St. Mary's College before, we are located on the St. Mary's River. It is a beautiful waterfront that is dictated in the images that you see in the screen and also my background. So it's a beautiful location. We are in a location called Historic St. Mary's City, which is a very unique place. It is considered the ancestral land of the Piscataway Kanoi tribe and also the fourth oldest English settlement in the country. So there's a lot of history on our campus, and we actually have a phenomenal anthropology department that's unearthing artifacts with students who are trying to better understand history and how these things played a role in the past. So it's a really unique opportunity for our students. As we get started, I will talk about what it means to be a National Public Honors College. So we got the designation Honors College in 1992. Most of the schools that you look at will have honors programs. What's different about St. Mary's is that every single student who is taking a class at St. Mary's, regardless of which class it is, it's at an honors level. Some of you may think, oh, that's busy work, or I'm taking tests all the time, or I'm doing exams. It is not that. It means that the depth of the content that you're researching, that you're going into, is going to be more digestible, but more complex. And we really want students to think about how it relates to what's happening in the world around them. We are the first honors college in the country, which is why we see the title Nationals. And we are also the fifth ranked honors, the fifth best ranked honors liberal arts college in the country, only behind the service academies for the military branches. So honors is one, about what happens in the classroom, but it's also about what students experience in our campus community. So we have a community of 1,492 students that translates into a ratio of 9 students to every 1 professor. So it's a very different feel from a larger institution. It is a close-knit campus community where people recognize faces when they are walking from point A to point B. We have a standard of living that we agree upon as a community, and mutual respect is something that is truly valued by our students on our campus. In terms of the academic experience, we offer 75 different programs. The largest would be environmental studies, biology, history, economics, and psychology. Our fastest growing major would be environmental studies. And our newest programs that will be coming will be data science. There will be neuroscience will be one of the programs. And also a few other really awesome opportunities for students. So one thing that's also unique is that every student is guaranteed an internship opportunity. Again, in the classroom, you are going into deep topics. You are figuring out how things relate to the world, but you're also doing research. And due to the small class size, our professors aren't just teaching students, they are mentoring them. So you have somebody who understands your passions and does care about your success in the classroom as well, which makes for a very unique learning environment. There's also a ton of fun stuff that you can do on campus as well. I did not mention this before, but I have a little sister who is a physics and mathematics major, and she is graduating in her final year at St. Mary's. She has decided to take up horseback riding, which is one of our 100 opportunities for students as a club activity. We have everything from windsurfing to paintballing to kayaking and canoeing in our river that you see behind me. There are also 21 different sports for students to participate in. Again, being a small school, you might room with an athlete or you might be an athlete yourself, but it's a central part to our campus community. We have a Division I sailing team that has produced Olympic level sailors and also multiple world champions. So we are a small school, but we are very mighty and we are very proud of who we are. Next, I'm going to get into the components that make an application complete. We are test optional this year. Your SAT and your ACT scores do not have to be submitted for you to be looked at or considered for merit scholarship or admission. The other components are very straightforward, but the essay and also the transcript will tell us the most about you and your preparation and ability to go forward at St. Mary's. Highlights of the school: we graduate students with the lowest amount of debt out of every public school within the state of Maryland. And we are number 8 in the country for graduating students with the lowest amount of debt. Only 2% of our students will default, and our students are being able to pursue careers and jobs that are aligned with their passions before they graduate.
Sorry to interrupt. That is the end of your time. I just want to check back in with the University of Oregon.
We are ready to go.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going to hear from the University of Oregon now.
All right, can you see me okay?
Yes.
All right. Well, good afternoon. Thanks for your patience. My name is Malia Tejedis, and I am the Senior Assistant Director of Regional Recruitment for the University of Oregon. I'm excited to be here to be able to share what makes the U of O so unique. So the University of Oregon has about 23,000 undergraduate students. So about 19,000 of those are, 23,000 students total. About 19,000 of those are undergraduate students. So one of the great things about the University of Oregon is that we really are focused on our undergraduates. We have students represented from all 50 states and over 100 countries worldwide. So we really do embrace a very diverse experience on our campus. The University of Oregon is ranked the #1 green city based on factors of air quality, recycling, bike transportation, and more. We are a very bike-friendly campus, which is a great way to get around our beautiful 295 acres. We offer free public transportation for all University of Oregon students. So a lot of students say, do I need to bring a car to campus? Well, You can, but you don't have to because there's a lot of great ways to get around. We have all four seasons, contrary to what a lot of people believe about Oregon. It does not rain all the time, so it's really beautiful in the fall, the winter, the spring, and we have a really awesome summer as well. Students get to take advantage of a lot of seasonal activities such as snowboarding, skiing, surfing, kayaking, hiking, etc. And a lot of that has to do with our location. We are located in Eugene, which is the second largest city in Oregon. It's about 2 hours south of Portland, which is the largest city in Oregon, 3.5 hours north of the California border. And we're about an hour from the Oregon coast and about an hour from the Cascade Mountains. So you have a lot of great opportunities to experience the outdoors, but no matter what you're interested in. And we have access to 2 airports. You can fly directly into Eugene, or you can fly into Portland just 2 hours away. We are a Tier 1 research university and a member of the Association of American Universities. So this is something that is a very prestigious designation that puts us in the top 2% of public universities in the nation. There are only 63 universities in the US and 2 in Canada that have this designation. 75% of our students are involved in research, and there are tons of opportunities to get involved no matter what major you're studying. We have students that are documenting native languages. We have students that are conducting research in education, that are helping cities meet their sustainability goals. So you have that opportunity no matter what you choose to study. And speaking of academics, we have over 240 areas of study. A lot of students say, well, gosh, I'm not sure if I should start out at a university if I don't know what I want to study. We always joke that at the U of O, undecided is the most popular major because we have a lot of students that start out and want to explore, and that is perfectly okay. We actually encourage students to explore, especially if you've got various interests that you want to try to decide between. We offer a lot of different opportunities to get involved. I always tell students we're a very, very active student body. So when you walk around the U of O campus, you'll see clubs and organizations everywhere you turn that are putting on different events and activities for students. We have opportunities to get involved in D1 sports, club sports. We have fraternity and sorority life, academic clubs, clubs for fun, you name it, you'll find your community here. And our top employers of Ducks are companies that many of you are probably familiar with, such as Apple, Amazon, Nike, Intel. The University of Oregon hires a lot of our graduates. So these are companies that really know the U of O well prepares students for that next step. Now I want to talk just for a moment about applying to the U of O. A lot of students ask, hey, Malia, if I have this GPA and these test scores, will I get into the University of Oregon? And that's a really difficult question for us to answer because we conduct what's called a holistic review. So we look at a variety of different factors when we make the decision. So when we consider you, we really look at you as a whole, as a student, and not just the numbers that we see on a paper. It is important to note that we are test optional as of this year, so you can choose to send in your SAT or ACT scores, but it is not required. As far as our deadlines, this is just a snapshot of our admission deadlines. Our early action deadline is coming up on November 1st, and our regular deadline that you don't want to miss is January 15th. It is really important to note that there's no preference or priority to given to students who apply early. It's just a matter of if you'd like to hear back from us sooner. And note that early action is non-binding, meaning you don't have to commit to the U of O if you apply early. So what are your next steps? Continue to explore the U of O virtually until we can host you on campus safely. So please make sure to take advantage of our virtual tours that we offer on virtual.uoregon.edu. We've got a great campus tour. We have a 360 experience of campus, and we have a lot of YouTube videos, my personal favorite being the videos of the duck. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. We really look forward to connecting with you more and sharing more about what makes the University of Oregon a really great place. Go Ducks!
Thank you. And lastly, we will be hearing from Capital Technology University.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Lisa. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions here at I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I'm the Assistant Director here at Capital Technology University. Today, I'm just going to go over some admissions information regarding Capital in addition to our wonderful institution. So Capital Technology University is the only private university in the state of Maryland specifically dedicated to engineering, cybersecurity, computer science, and tech management. Basically what this just means is that we are a STEM university, and that is our main focus here. I'll go ahead and leave this screen up for a couple of seconds. These are all of our academic programs that we offer. Computer science and cybersecurity being the most popular. We are also accredited by the Accreditation Board for Engineering Technology and the Middle State Commission on Higher Education. We're currently holding live academic sessions the second to last Saturday of every month. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about our academic programs and meeting with faculty, feel free to scan the QR code at the top right of the page. Capital Tech is located in Laurel, Maryland, so we're right in between Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. If you've ever been in Maryland or around Maryland, we're right off 95 in Prince George's County. These are some of our most popular internships available to students that attend Capital Tech. So what's really cool about us is that students do not have to wait until their junior or senior year to start taking classes in their major. Students will start taking classes their freshman year. So you're available to have internships as early as the end of your freshman year, which is really cool. Not many schools do that. In addition to that, we also have career fairs and internship fairs every semester too. So you're able to begin networking as early as a freshman and just to see what opportunities are available to you. We also have paid internships, and those do vary depending on the major that you are interested in. Our capital commitment to you basically just states that we guarantee that you'll get a job within 90 days of commencement in your field of study and at a competitive salary. Again, because you're getting an earlier head start on your core major courses, you're being exposed to career and internship fairs. We do have that commitment to you. If things aren't, if you're constantly, trying and things just aren't working out, we'll take you back and you're able to take up to 36 credits at Capital Tech free of charge. We do take great pride in our capital commitment as well. These are just a couple of fast facts about the school. So our undergraduate student body is about 450 students, so we're very small. Over half of our students represent the minority population, so we're a very diverse campus. Over 80% of our students receive some form of financial aid, and Capital Tech was also awarded the best cybersecurity program in the nation by CS Magazine. We do have on-campus housing available for students that are looking to live on campus. They are apartment style and they opened in 2018. So this is our second year of having them up and open to students. Any registered student that's full-time is eligible to live on campus. If you have a car, you're more than welcome to bring your car to campus. There is free parking available. And if you don't have a car, no worries. We have a college shuttle too that'll take you in town to maybe go to the grocery store or just hang out with friends outside of campus. Our cost of attendance is roughly $26,000 a year. If you're looking to live on campus, it's going to be anywhere between $6,000 to $8,000 a year. The reason for this price range is because in our apartments, we have single, double, and triple rooms. So depending on the room that you get is going to fluctuate the cost of on-campus housing. So in total, we're looking at anywhere between $32,000 to $34,000 a year. Our tuition guarantee just basically states that we guarantee that we will not increase your tuition more than 1% every year. On average, most colleges and universities will increase their tuition anywhere between 3% to 5%. So we do try to keep the cost of attendance as affordable as possible. Moving into our next slide here, I'll go ahead and leave this up too. I know it's a little overwhelming to look at, but these are all of the scholarship opportunities that we have for our students. So when you apply to the university, you're automatically screened for merit scholarships. Our most popular scholarship are robotics and cyber. If you have a robotics or cyber team at your school and you apply, you get $5,000 a year. And then I do want to bring your attention down to the Capital Scholars Program on the bottom right of the screen. This is a full tuition and fee scholarship opportunity. So students that meet the requirements, they'll be notified once we review their application. So I'll go ahead and leave this screen up for a couple more seconds. If you are interested in applying, we are rolling admissions. In addition to that, we are also test optional for students applying for fall of 2021. You can find our application on the Common App and on our website. It doesn't matter where you submit them. We also ask that students provide us with transcripts and also complete their FAFSA. So I've provided the school code there for you as well. If you have any AP scores, Project Lead the Way credits, or any certifications, feel free to submit those, as well as you will be exempt from classes in your major if you provide us the documentation. And lastly, if you want to stay connected, feel free to screenshot this or take a picture with your phone. This is my contact information. I am the Virginia representative. And then if you love what you heard today, feel free to scan the QR code on the top left of the screen so we can stay in touch. Thanks so much.
Thank you. So thank you all. We have about 5 minutes left, so I'm just going to invite all of the reps to come back on and share their favorite event that takes place on their campus, starting with Indiana University.
Hi again, everyone. My favorite event that takes place at IU is called Little 500. It's a bike race that was created and named after the Indianapolis 500, the IndyCar race that takes place just north of us every spring. And it's a team bike event that student groups train for and participate in. And it's really exciting. It's also, it's our largest intramural sport, and it airs on ESPN3 if you ever want to check it out.
Sounds awesome. And if you have any Q&A questions, feel free to submit those right now. Temple University Japan campus.
Yes, hello. One of my favorite events for our TJ is that, you know that Japan is famous for sakura, the cherry blossom. So every spring, the Japanese has the traditions of going to see sakura in the park. So we also have such event on campus. So we have students and do a picnic on the campus, and then we have sakura trees, and it's just some performance, something like this. It's very fun. That's one of my favorite events.
That sounds great. Ohio University.
So my favorite event is called Bobcathon. It's actually a 24-hour dance marathon that happens in the spring. Basically it's just a dance marathon, but it benefits the Ronald McDonald House. And last year they raised over $100,000. There's themes every year. It's a lot of fun. Faculty, staff, students, they all participate. And it's a great event for a great cause.
Sounds great. University of Oregon.
Sure, yeah. My favorite event, and I think many of us could speak to this, is the game days. We have a really fun tradition where students walk to Autzen Stadium, which is a reasonable walk from the main campus, but it's tradition to take the walk across the bridge to Autzen, and the energy, the green and yellow you see everywhere, just the energy in that stadium is unreal. So it's hard to describe, but hopefully someday you'll be able to come check it out in person.
Sounds fun. Now St. Mary's College of Maryland.
My favorite event on campus is something called Midnight Breakfast, where it's a pep rally for all of the students to get together in our dining hall. There's karaoke, there are prizes, and the professors come and just cheer the students on before they have exams the next day.
Awesome. And then lastly, Capital Technology University.
My favorite on-campus event is hosting our students for the Capital Scholars Program. Just listening into their presentations and hearing about how they want to excel in their education just really brightens my day. So that would be my favorite event.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for sharing, and thank you everyone for joining us. When you go to close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to check out the full sign up for additional sessions at strivescan.com/Virginia. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other sessions recordings at that same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. So thank you all. Have a good rest of your day. Bye now.